And it's Joel live from Houston, and it is today's Top 5 Scope. Why the top? Because the top is the best. Why 5? Because that's what I like to do is 5. Why Scope? Because this is being broadcast live on Periscope to my Periscope audience. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm in Houston to speak at the EO Houston group tomorrow morning before I head home to Denver. It seems like I'm always on the road these days, and that might be because kind of am. So today's Top 5 Scope, episode number 20, are the top 5 questions that I get asked. I get asked all kinds of stuff. And EO stands for Entrepreneurs Organization. They've actually got like 140 branches. I'm not sure if it's just in the US or actually throughout the world. So this is the Houston branch I'm speaking to in the morning. I get asked questions all the time via email and contact forms on social media. When I speak publicly, people come up to me afterwards. They via email, they ask me these questions. And so here we go with the top 5 questions people ask me. Number 1, is Com your real last name? What do you think? You think it's a stage name or do you think it's legit? The answer is it's legit. C-O-M-M is my real last name. My father's name is Alan. And in college, I was a speech communications major. So Joel Com, Speech Com, in the .com era. To me, it is proof that there is a God and he has a great sense of humor. We did something funny about 5 years ago when my company was producing a physical printed magazine. It was a 24-page full-color newsletter called the Top 1 Report for the top 1% that actually do something with what we teach them. And we did an April Fool's cover, one of those covers that you can peel away and then the real cover's there. And we sent it out, and it was about how a judge awarded me the rights to .com domains, so everybody owed me money. Anyway, Com is my real last name. It's not a stage name, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, number 2 in the top 5 questions that people ask me, and by the way, I love that occasionally some of you will recap them here in the live Periscope. That's really cool. That's part of what makes this community awesome. Number 2, where did the iFart sounds come from in the iFart app? You know, as long as I'm talking about the iFart app, I think we need a little demonstration. In fact, I see an iFart top 5 scope in the not too distant future. Let's make sure that we're not muted so that we don't have silent but deadlies. There it is. That one's the Wipeout. This one's actually one of my favorites. This is the one, the Dirty Raoul. I can't really see it with the lighting here. The Dirty Raoul, and you have to stick with it to the end. Kathy Lee Gifford played that on the Today Show, and she cracked up and she said, I just love that. So the question I get asked is, are the fart sounds in iFart Mobile the #1 best-selling flatulence app of all time? Hello, Russia. Good to see you. Are the fart sounds real? Well, I can neither confirm nor deny. However, what I can tell you is in our office, if you went to the men's restroom, on the toilet stall, there was a sign that said research and development. So I will leave that go. Hey, Bernie. How you doing, brother? We don't make a ton of sales of iFart each month right now because the app's been there a long time, but we are just releasing a new version. And if you go to the iTunes App Store, you'll see that it's free now. So, and fully functional. So you can go just search for iFart and you'll see the new one with the big Fart Now button. So that's question number 2. Question number 3 that I get asked all the time is, Joel, what's the fastest way to make money online? Oh, if I had $1 for every time somebody asked me that question, well, I'd have a few $100s. That would be the fastest way for me to make money, is listening to people ask me how can you make money fast online. There is no get rich quick. Occasionally, somebody does get lucky and hit something, you know, their first time out, but it is the wrong question, Bernie. It's rather than ask the right question, I'm going to just answer this question. The fastest way to make money online is not online. The fastest way to make money online is to go to events where people are, and because that's what happens at events, unless it's an event for one, and that's not really an event, is it? That's just being by yourself. So go to events where people are and ask this question of them: what do you need? Find out what they need, and you might discover that there's something that you can offer them that would help solve a problem for them. And guess what? You've got business. But the best way to do it is to go to where people are, go to networking events, go to all kinds of events. I show up for events all the time, even if I'm not speaking, just to network, to be with friends that I know, to make new friends, to meet potential, Hey, Wad, how are you? I do remember you. Good to see you. Wad Bukhari. See, I even know how to say your name right. Bukhari, I think it's like that, from Blab. And so the fastest way to make money online isn't online. As BSVP TV just said, stop selling, start solving problems. Boom, like that. Okay, so that's number 3 in the 5 questions that people ask me all the time. And thank you, those of you hanging out here and listening and sharing and giving me the hearts that encourages me to do more of these. Number 4, what's your next book? Well, usually I can answer that question and tell them the book I'm working on. I've done 12 books and 40 plus ebooks and special reports. But no, I'm not going to show you my Bobs. Sorry. There's Bob over there and there's Bob over there. What's with that type of question? What's wrong with you? Seriously. So my next book is actually, I don't know yet. I've got a proposal out there with a publishing house for one. I don't think they're going to give me enough of an advance to make it worth my while to do it. I would like for, in 2016, to have a definitive book come out that isn't so much social media or strategies for making money online, but more a life book, you know what I'm talking about serious, real issues. So that's to be determined. So I don't know what my next book is right now. Some have said I should do a book on Periscope, and I don't know. I don't want to write right now. I got too much other stuff doing. Dr. Zana wants to know what my highest selling book is. That would be Twitter Power. Not a novel, not a novel. Okay, and then the number 5 question in the top 5 questions that people ask me, drumroll, will you promote my product? Smack my head. Oh, will you promote my product? That is the question I get asked all the time, and it's asked of me a number of different ways. Oftentimes it's they call me or they email or use my contact form and tell me what a great opportunity they have for me, and that if I have an email list, I can make money. Most of the times they don't even stop to know that I don't really do very many promotions. It's very rare. If you're on my email list, you get content most of the time. I just don't promote a lot of stuff. When I do, it's my own thing that I usually am promoting to tell people that I'm working on something new, and I invite them to be a part of it. But I don't really promote other people's stuff very much at all. It's got to be something that's really valuable, or a friend of mine that I really believe in their stuff, or a really good fit for my audience. So I don't do it. So there you go. The top 5 questions that I get asked all the time is, my real name? Yes, it is. Are the fart sounds and I fart real? Maybe. What's the fastest way to make money? Go to an event and bring value to somebody else. What's your next book? I don't know, and that'll change. You could ask me that next month and it'll be different. And number 5, will you promote my product? Probably not. Different question. Jeremy wants to know, which live streaming service do you like the most? Well, clearly Periscope for one-to-many for doing this type of broadcasting, and right now Blab for doing interviews and that type of show. So there you have it. That's today's Top 5 Scope. You were here live for episode number 20. When you see this go up on my Facebook page in a week or so, you're going to be like, that's old news. I was there, but I liked it so much, I'm going to watch it again. And then you're going to share it with your friends, and you're going to comment that you were there. In fact, that's what I want you to do. When you see this go live on Facebook, say, I was there when it was live. This is just recorded. And I appreciate all of you, and I'm glad that you show up for these. I never know what the next one is that I'm going to do. It's really organic. I'll stop and I'll think, I want to do a top 5 scope. What do I want to talk about? Or I'll be in a situation and I'll go, this would make for a great top 5 scope, like I did a few days ago when I was walking down the Vegas Strip and I came across the Paris Hotel. It was a perfect time to say, thanks Bragg HQ, thanks Michael. It was a perfect time to talk about the 5 reasons that I love Paris, especially in light of what happened there recently. So it's really organic, it's fun, I keep them brief. We're here 10-15 minutes and then you go on your way and I go on mine. In fact, I got to finish working on my presentation because I typically do finish them the night before. So you can catch all the replays on youtube.com/JoelComm. They're up there before they're anywhere else. I embed them on my blog at joelcomm.com with its own blog entry, and then they go up on facebook.com/JoelComm, where you can watch them there as well. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. But you caught me at the end. So with that, I need to roll home. Thanks for joining me today. I'll catch you guys on the next Top 5 Scope.